Can nothing be disappointed with nothing? Only something can be disappointed with nothing. If that was seen, like that also is just like everything is as it is. And this voice is saying, how disappointing, how disappointing. Yeah? For who? For who is the disappointment? Let's slow down a little bit. For whom is the disappointment? There's nothing. Is it just a mental nothing, or is it a nothing? Don't touch this thing, this voice that says, oh, I'm disappointed. It is just a voice that arose and goes, is this it? It's nothing, how disappointing. Okay, so what if there's a pain that is appearing in the nothing, okay? The pain is appearing in the nothing, a sense of disappointing is appearing in the nothing. In fact, the room is still the same, appearing in the nothing also. Everything seems to be still there in a kind, but they're empty of somethingness, they're a kind of nothing. You also are appearing as someone in the nothing also. And also in the nothing is appearing a voice that's saying, I'm disappointed about this nothing. But what about just the nothingness itself? Not somebody saying there's nothing, just the nothingness itself. What does it feel? Does the nothingness feel disappointing?
No.
There is still a seed of desire or expectation that at least if I came to whatever it is, because you didn't know if it was going to feel like nothing or just the most wonderful something, but in the actuality of the seeing, there was just sort of nothing. And then also there's a something that was expecting something, says, but where's the beautiful something?
Yes.
There's no trumpets, there's no angels, there's no, there's just nothing, okay? This which is saying, but there is nothing, where is that coming from? Where is the limit of you as the nothing?
Nothing is endless.
Endless. So how can something be outside of the endless? Some remnant of mind is just like this, and you are just watching it. There's no need to take hold of that to do something. It is just something that the mind is, it's the old idea of the need to be something is thinning away like incense smoke in the wind. And it's going, but I'm disappointed. And something, it seems, is going, yeah, but that's also there. And I'm asking now, just from the place of the nothingness, we're using this word for the moment, it's okay,
Yes.
From the nothingness itself, don't touch any concept of happiness or sadness or anything at all, just the nothingness. You're here, in and as the nothingness itself. Don't touch any expectation. Because the mind is searching for a chance to come back like, so what you going to do now? You're nothing. What you going to do?
Yeah.
How are you going to make a living?
Yeah.
So who is it speaking to? Identify. So there's an image still appearing in the nothingness of oneself as a child. And it's speaking to this child. You know why it's speaking to this child? Because it wants to live. It wants to, it's like, it wants to be, it's pulling, you see. Don't go to this nothingness. Something is there that is feeling, if you become, look, it's almost all nothing except for you. Don't go any further. Because there's no happiness, there's no joy, there's no love, it's just emptiness. So what I'm saying here is that the mind itself is in a way hiding that joy. Its final voice is his final card he's playing. Yeah, look, it's nothing, but it's nothing. There's no love, there's no peace, there's no joy. Is that what you want? Why is it no joy? Because there's still a thread of somebody there to say, look, look. Is this what you want? And this identity, little identity itself, just like you can use your fingernail to cover the sun, this one little bit of you, you see, is itself standing in the way of your own joy. This little I feeling, yeah, but I'm disappointed. It is a thought. And this thought is appealing in the vastness to try and hook into the sense of a person, to catch you. The little bit of something is holding, a little girl is going to be very lost in the emptiness. And this thought is coming. Don't go there. It's hiding the joy. It's hiding the peace. It's hiding the love. It's saying, look, Mooji told you. It's only emptiness. Behold, emptiness. You're looking because it sees that there's still some person there, and the person can go back to somethingness or to nothingness. And he's saying, come, come, come. Come out of nothing. Because look, there's no joy, there's no peace, nothing there. Other people in this room might be feeling, oh my God, please, don't go to the nothing. Either, now we're on the verge of a discovery. Either this is the most difficult and the biggest trick in the world. And I am at the front as the main trickster at the moment. To capture you in the blank nothingness. Okay? And something is going, stay in somethingness. You see? And this has happened before, because there were the story of some nuns who were doing meditation. They decided to do meditation. They went to a place to do meditation. And in the state of doing meditation, they came to the same thing you're talking, but it's nothing. Nothing. And they panicked. They said, it is nothing. We came to the place that they are calling truth. It was nothing, but there was nothing there. There was no life, there was no death, there was no sadness, but there was no joy. There was no peace, but there was no chaos. But it was just blank, it was dead. And they ran away and wrote a book. Don't go there. And something is still here. It's like the snake, the head of the snake is in the garden, but the tail is still in the room. And something is saying, I'm disappointed. There's nothing here. So either you are going to prove that all the sages from the beginning of time until now were frauds. Okay? Because actually they found nothing. And they are so miserable, they want the whole world to be miserable like them, to find it's nothing, 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 nothing. I'm telling you guys, don't go. Okay? So you're a very important person to me today, because I've got to either work with you to prove with you there not by any trickery, but by you, something is not complete. The mind itself has taken the shape of nothing. It is not nothing, it's not the complete. The mind itself is taking the shape of nothing. Remember one time I say, so subtle and so clever is this I ego, that it can slip behind the eyeballs of the seer and then says, look, there is nothing. And yet at some point, something will go, and he'll jump out, sorry, okay? Something is there, your inquiry is not finished. The mind has taken the form of nothing. How can it do that? Because something is being retained as something. And this something is like life. It's posing as, look, we are life. He's sucking the last breath out of you and, but you're already here. And this voice that say, but don't let go. Now it's bringing the child. Oh, cute little child. Don't let the child go to nothing. Poor baby. This is the last ace up the sleeve of the mind. He's playing with you. Yeah. Either you're going to turn back. He's holding out. Don't build your house outside the gate of nirvana. He's holding out. Look. Don't go, don't go. Huh? But it's a trick that God has given you. So you have to overcome this one.
But
because if you fail at this, you are going to be afraid to come back here. Because the mind wants to register, you see, there's nothing. It's nothing. It's the nothing of the mind, which is the something for somebody. Don't go to that nothing, or else your existence is finished. I ask you, who is it speaking to? It's speaking to your self-image. It's speaking to the idea you are holding on to as to who you are. You see? And I want to ask you right now, you see, what now?
Well, I wanted to go home.
And home is in which direction?
Take the plane.
This plane will keep you into suffering. This plane will take you not to the Netherlands, but to the Neverland. It will keep you in suffering, this one. You see, this is going to be a very important satsang for many people to come. We want to see if you awaken to the truth or if you go back to Neverland. Because something has brought you here. And it's the last seed of mistrust has come. And again, like these nuns who went there and say, don't go there because it's blank. It's blank. Yes, it's true. There's no sorrow, but there's no joy. There's no death, but there's no life. There's no chaos, but there's no peace. You're on the verge of that. Like I say, it's the last card from your mind to try and trap you into somethingness. Everyone is holding on to somethingness. It is as though you are called. I said to one man here also, I said, you have come to this place and it's almost like a voice has called you, come in, come inside. But to you it looks like into the unknown. And something has brought you here, but to the mind it's like the unknown, the unknowable. And you say, but this voice is like the voice of God, but it could be voice of the devil. I don't know. I'm on this point. So what he did, I say, you tie a rope around your waist and you tie a rope around a tree and then you say, I will go in to this place, and just in case, it's a trick, I will put myself back out into somethingness. And I said, this is why you don't find it, because you already betrayed your trust. Because by tying your rope onto this tree into somethingness, you were not fully in your heart to discover the truth. You wanted a guarantee, you wanted reassurance. But the reassurance will keep you, the person, who is the factory for delusion, to keep it alive in you. So I am here, I'm speaking up for you actually. So I am speaking from this emptiness, and you trust this voice, or is this voice also kind of like another Satan, you know?
No, I trust you.
Then I say, hear that voice, but don't cling to that voice. This voice is trying to pull you into shape of something to live a something life. This word nothing is not a word that is real, nor is emptiness. There are no words for where I am speaking from. It just is. And this place of is the one place that is unchanging. It is forever. It is timeless. It is perfect. You see? When you go back to somethingness, you go back to time, to change, to death. Now, what I'm speaking, I know it sounds crazy, because I also experience time and change and the play of you and me and this and that. But it's more superficial for me. The roots are not deep. So I am not covered by delusion, you see? I can have a taste of the world of changes and everything, it's fine. And in fact, the one who is awake enjoys this world more than any of you. But is not attached to it. You understand? So it's not like give up everything to receive nothing. No, I said, you are already here. But from the mind has come a very clever card for you to say, look, look. It puts its hand over the sun. Look, you see? If you go into emptiness, like emptiness is out there, you are already in the emptiness actually. You are already in the emptiness. But the thought is coming. If you let go of the somethingness, which is where your ego is living and which is not true, then you're making the biggest mistake. And that's why I ask you, who is it speaking to? And it's speaking to the fear in you. Fear exists in the person, not in the self. The fear exists inside the mind of the person, not in the self. The mind is making the self to look like it's a black hole, and the you, which is a something, is going to go suck into a black hole, and bye, you won't even hear the word bye, you're gone. But I am here, and you are here. And I'm not telling you to step into anything. I'm not telling you to step into any black hole. I'm not even telling you to step into any unknown. I'm saying, don't hold that voice that is telling you, he's been lying to you all your life actually. You know him, he's the same one speaking into the mind of everybody from this side. You're not good enough, you failed, these people don't like you, blah, 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 blah. And you have listened to that voice, and something brought you to satsang, and that thing is the grace that's working for your liberation from the voice of the deceiver. And you must discern which is the deceiver, you see? Because he is made look, behold, it's nothing. It's the same what Mooji say, you are nothing. But he's made a psychological nothing. He's made a nothing of fear. He's saying if you go there, you are finished. But who is this you who would be finished? The false idea you have of who you are, seen from the real place. By habit, we all believed it.
Yeah.
We all believe everything, and most of the things the mind come with, until at a certain point you began to doubt. And when you began to question and heard another voice that is telling you, you don't have to become any of this thing, you don't have to become any. I'm not telling you to become anything. I'm not even telling you to become the unknown. As a matter of fact, you are already the unknown. We are all the unknown, appearing to be the apparent known. No one can come to the end of what you are. I have said before, there's two kinds of nothingness. The nothingness that comes from the mind, and the nothingness which never came and cannot go. But nobody is aware of it. Something is clinging to somebody, to the sense of somebody. It says, I'd rather be a poor, miserable somebody than to be nobody. It's turned all of this into a circus. Like somebody's going to come to nothing. And I said, no, stay in something. Some people, they come and they say, Guruji, please help me because, please don't be sparing with me. And I've lived with them, I've looked at them, and if they say, my mind sometimes very strong, don't let him take me over. I said, if you speak from your heart, then I will fight for you, but I will not fight instead of you. But then sometimes I found, in rare cases, when they were saying no, I pushed them, and they went, thank you. But I am not an intruder. I can only speak to you from where I am and to tell you. All this is a play in your mind. You're clinging to something, and this one will not make you happy. It will not make you happy. You are already where you are, but you're thinking you're somewhere else actually. You are already the emptiness, clinging to a bit of somethingness as an idea. I can't tell you you're going to go to nothingness because it's no distance. In what direction is nothingness? There's a direction for somethingness, but there's no direction for the emptiness. You are already this. You are fundamentally. I'm using the word nothingness, and the mind has turned it into a bogey word. It's turned it into a monster word. Nothingness. You see? But I'm only advising you, stay as you are. But the mind is saying, could you see? He tell you to stay as something. I am not something. Or I can say I'm something and I'm nothing. I don't know what I can say to you. And if I said to you, okay, leave this idea about being something here. You said, do you trust anything I'm speaking?
Yes.
So if I say, this place that you're standing here now, in this place of, I'm on the verge of this place where there's a kind of nothingness, but something is saying, no, don't go there. If I were to promise you with all of my life now, to say, okay, you leave this position here, just don't hold on to this and be where I am. And if it doesn't work, go back. I will help you to go back to this place and pick up this thing. Would you trust this?
Yes.
Then leave this idea, this fear about something. Just relax into just what is already here. Don't become anything, but don't cling to this idea. Are you not still here?
Yes. I'm still here.
Don't hold on to anything. Don't hold on to somethingness, and don't hold on to even nothingness. Don't hold on to anything. Don't hold on to the sense of I or you. Don't even hold on to the idea of God. Don't hold on to anything for a moment. Don't hold on. Don't combine with anything. Does this feel painful?
No.
No. Is it just blank and dull and lifeless?
No.
What is it then?
It's heaven.
Huh?
It's heaven.
It's heaven. Is that an idea?
No.
Just be, just be. Don't go, just be. Don't hold on to ideas of good or bad, not even ideas of heaven or hell. Don't hold on to any idea. You're just here. Is there darkness?
No.
Is there fear?
No.
Is there loneliness?
No.
What is here then?
Joy.
Where is the end of joy?
There's no end.